Hey everybody, Punisher88 here, coming at you once again with another Thursday review. Now before I get into the whole review business, there was a couple things I wanted to mention first. So right off the bat, I'm sure there's a few of you out there who have noticed that with my last batch of videos, I kind of changed my intro a little bit. I didn't do anything drastic. I just removed the word live. Because as you know, I used to open with, hey everybody, Punisher88 here, coming at you live once again. And now I just go, hey everybody, Punisher88 here, coming at you once again. The reason for that is, a couple weeks ago, I got a comment on one of my videos from a viewer, not a subscriber, and she basically told me that I was stealing my intro from a fellow big name YouTuber. I'm sure you know him, goes by the name of Boogie2988, and his intro is, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, Boogie2988 coming at you live once again through the power of the internet. That's his intro. And anyway, when I first read her comment, I was like, what's she talking about? I'm not stealing his intro, you know? And then I thought about it, and then I was like, ooh, wait a minute. It may not be word for word, but with that, you know, just the word live in there, it sounds very close to it. So I took the word live out and just decided to go with coming at you instead, because I don't want to be known as that guy who, you know, has to steal from this YouTuber's intro, or steal from that YouTuber, you know, just to make something of my own. I don't want to be that guy. So that's why, if you guys are curious why I changed that little bit up, now you know. Next thing, which is the big thing I wanted to talk about, and I know I mentioned this yesterday, but you know, when you're doing something like this for the very first time, you just can't help but plugging it as much as possible. So here I go again. I'm sure a lot of you know by now, at least I hope you do, that this past Saturday I started my 100 subscribers contest. So for any of you who are interested, I will post a link in the description to the initial announcement video, so you guys can go check that out after watching this. Basically, that video is, you know, telling you what the questions are, what the prize is, and you know how long the contest is going to run for. So, and also, I'm happy to announce that as of today, I've gotten my third entrant into my contest. So a big thank you goes out to Chris, or Vintomania. I watched your video, loved the answers. I like how you went with the bonus question first, and even though I mentioned it in my comment on your video, I'll mention it again. I know the bonus question is not for everyone, but I figured I would throw that in there anyway, just because I'm curious to see what you guys will come up with as an answer to it. So, again, thank you for entering, and I look forward to seeing many more people enter. And the third thing I wanted to mention, and this is actually directed at Mercy. So Mercy, if you're watching this, I know we were talking on YouTube, not YouTube, on Facebook, about me sending you a little stack of comics. Well, just to prove myself, here are your comics. And yes, your Secret Wars issue 0 and your Divergence issue 0 or issue 1 is included. Don't worry, I will put them in a bag and board, so they're nice when you get them. I also have some bubble wrap. I have a yellow envelope to put them in, and I will get some sturdy cardboard or whatnot to put them in between, and wrap them up and do the whole bit. I've seen enough videos so far on here to see how to wrap comics pretty good. So, and yeah, so I just gotta put this little kit together and ship it out to you. So anyway, I wanted to get all that stuff out of the way first. Now let's get into the Thursday review. So I mentioned last week that either Thursday of this week I was either going to review Thor number 8 or Secret Wars number 2, and Saturday I was either going to review Thor number 8 or Secret Wars number 2. Well, I thought about it, and then I was like, I was just going to go with my original idea, and since I said now Saturdays are, back issue, hot topic, or, anything that catches my eye, and since Thor issue 8 has been a pretty big topic in the comic community, so I'm sticking to Thor number 8 is going to be the review for this Saturday, and today I'm reviewing Secret Wars issue number 2. So, for those of you who watch my reviews, you guys will know that I like to start with the cover first, so let's check it out. Now, for those of you who watched my weekend review this past Saturday, you guys would already know that I love this cover. Because at the end of my video, I started this new little thing where I do like my top 5 or top 6 comic covers of the week, and this showed up on my list. The 2 reasons why I love this cover so much, well, for starters, you got all these, I'd say Thors, but let's be cool, and, all these Asgardians, just, throwing their hammers high, and, I don't know. I look at this scene and I can picture some Zakk Wylde or some really heavy metal riffing going on in the background. It fits so good. And yes, that little mention of metal with the whole Viking theme. I was thinking of you, Tylox. Anyway, so yeah, I love the scene. And then of course the artist who did the cover is Alex Ross. And you can't really go wrong with Alex Ross. I know a lot of people aren't crazy about his Kingdom Come stuff, but that's another story. So anyway, so therefore, in the cover alone, the book's batting 1,000. So now it's time to get down to what I like to call the nitty-gritty. And yes, I know, folks, this video is probably going to be a bit long. I apologize, but I wanted to get those first 3 things out of the way, and I felt like putting them in the video instead of writing it all out in the description. So anyway, so nitty-gritty time. First off, I just gotta say, and this is aimed more at the newer viewers or subscribers to my channel, if at any time during this review or any of my recent reviews you notice I look up and down at the camera quite a bit, or it sounds like I'm reading to you or whatnot, the reason for that is I keep my notes in front of me. The reason why I keep my notes in front of me are, for starters, I find it helps the review flow a lot smoother compared to my early reviews where I used to wing it the whole time, and I used to basically repeat myself constantly, and I was just all over the place, and it wasn't pretty. I mean, be my guest. You're more than welcome to go check out those early reviews. It was basically me getting my foot in the door in doing this whole thing in the community. But you've been warned. They don't flow as smooth as they do now. So anyway, so that's the first reason. Second reason is with the notes. Let's say I'm going over a certain part and I get stuck. Well, I could look at the last part I read, backtrack, and then keep going. And then third, basically, memorizing text was never my strong point. So therefore, the notes are basically a help aid, plain and simple. So if you guys are cool with that, we'll get through this review and we'll be on our merry way. So, like with all my reviews, I'm going to give you guys the good, I'm going to give you the bad, and then I'm going to give you my overall verdict. So first off, the good. Um, the first issue delivered great battles and moments between the 616 universe and the Ultimate Universe. Despite the fight for survival, the outcome was inevitable as the insurgent hit and we were left with a bit of a cliffhanger. Now, rather than continue the series, as I feared, with more battle after battle, we start to see the story really fleshed out in a different direction. With the introduction of Battle World, we're seeing it's time for a whole new game. Jonathan Hickman could have taken the easy route with the setup of Battle World. The idea seemed like it would just be a bunch of different timelines or versions of characters slapped together. But Hickman gives it a much more, depth. He gives it much more depth than that. He truly creates a world and really sets up the God that oversees it all. And spoiler to those of you who still haven't read Secret Wars #2, I will mention who this God character is in just a bit. So again, for those who still haven't read this issue, either if you don't care about spoilers and you want to hear it anyway, go ahead. But if not, when I get to the part where I am going to mention who it is, I'll mention spoiler again, and you could skip that little bit or something, or mute it or whatever. So anyway, you get a immediate sense of history rather than the idea of this being something created moments ago, pretty much. We do see several familiar faces, but Hickman makes it something different. He takes full advantage of the opportunity to make some changes with the characters, and the little glimpses we get make you really want to see more. At least to me, anyway. Once again, we are treated to the gorgeous artwork of Esad Ribic. I really hope I'm saying his name properly, and the colors by Ive Svorina. That too, I really hope I'm saying that right. Again, I apologize to the fans of these two individuals. If I am botching their names, please don't hurt me. The visuals are a great mix of the familiar characters combined with the new themes Hickman is laying out. Even with the oversized issue, you'll feel yourself pulled in deeper, hoping your visit to this comic book world can last even longer. That was the good. Now, the bad. There's a slight what's going on feeling at the beginning. Obviously, something has happened between last issue and now, and as the story moves forward and we see, spoiler, this is where I'm announcing the God guy, so if you want to mute or skip ahead a couple seconds or whatnot, this is your chance to. Okay, if you're still watching, here we go. Moves forward and we see God Emperor Doom. It starts to become clearer, and this is something that will likely be further explored in coming issues. Now, the verdict. There's so much to see here. Plain and simple. It's not just hero fighting hero. The other areas of Battle World are being set up, but there's a deep story going on here. Also, Hickman, like the God character we see here, is creating a fascinating story. Sorry, jumping ahead of myself. A fascinating story with the idea of battle world and how each area relates to one another. The more you see, the more you want to see. Hickman makes it hard not to be excited, and he said Ribic's art and Ives Forcina's colors give this a great vibe. And if you're craving more big fights, it looks like you'll be getting some of that as well, as Hickman continues to set the stage for big things to come. Now, I hope you enjoyed that review. Not to sound rushed, but I gotta plug in my laptop because it's about to die. So I gotta pull a little speed racer here. Oops. Oh yeah. Okay. So hope you enjoyed the review. I know it's long. Sorry, I had to do that little ramble bit at the beginning. But if you enjoyed this review and you stuck around for the 16 minutes and some odd seconds, awesome. You guys are great. Again, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, thumbs down. If I do get a thumbs down, it just means I got to work harder on trying to please you guys. Also, if you enjoy videos like this, take a look around my channel. I got tons and tons of content to keep you guys occupied, from reviews that I do every Thursday and Saturday, unboxings. I'm a subscriber to Loot Crate, and now I'm a subscriber to the Marvel Collector Corps. And I'm thinking of letting you guys decide, or from the couple that I've seen who actually are subscribers to the Marvel Collector Corps as well, which service do you think is better? Do you think Loot Crate is better or the Marvel Collector Corps? Let me know in the comments. So anyway, so I do the subscription boxes. It's my promise to my viewers every month. Also, if you guys are into lame comic book characters, almost every Wednesday I do a little video on a lame supervillain or superhero sometimes if I want to change it up. And I basically give you a little bit about their bio, when they made their first appearance, who created them, powers and abilities, the whole bit. So if you guys are into any of that, take a look around, comment on anything, like or dislike anything. Yes, I said dislike. If you don't like it, be honest. And before leaving, make sure to click that subscribe button. And let's see, any other big news to talk about? No, that's about it, guys. So let's see. I'm drawing blanks here. Okay, I'm gonna cut it here just so I don't start rambling like usual. So you guys have a great day, and once again, for those about to rock, I salute you. Alright guys, have a great day, and I'll see you guys on Saturday. So till then, this is Punisher88 signing off. See ya!